welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal and today I'm going to review the Miss Rose Professional Makeup Matte Wear Liquid Foundation, and it looks like this. So this one is for combination to oily skin. It says here it's a buildable coverage suitable for sensitive skin. It's oil free. So this one has 1.3 fluid ounce or 37 ml. It's nice that it has the expiration date on the back of the packaging. This is perfect for girls with oily skin because if you have really oily skin like me, you want to avoid foundations or skin products or face products with oil in it. So it says here it's a smooth on foundation for a perfectly flawless matte finish. It's just in a beige matte packaging and you can see the product inside. So I think that's a nice touch. So this is how the actual foundation tube looks like, and I really like that it's very simple. It's just a transparent tube with a black detail on it. So I actually have this foundation on already, but you're gonna see my first impression on this. So if you guys are interested in seeing me applying this foundation, my demo, my review, and my first impression, then just keep on watching. I'm gonna use my bamboo brush for this. It's like a flat top brush and a sponge to blend this in. So the consistency is very creamy, it's not liquidy. It actually has a moussey texture. So it's not runny at all, as you can see. So now I'm just going to apply this on my skin, and right away I can tell that it has a lot of coverage and the color seems to be a bit darker than my actual skin tone. Okay, it looks like it has covered my discoloration right away. And I actually picked a shade that is a bit darker than my skin tone. Wow, it actually has coverage, and it covered up my veins and my acne scars, so I think that I can say it has medium to full coverage. So this is definitely buildable, and I know foundations like this, you can definitely build this up. And when you're applying it, the texture is very creamy, and it happened to the puppy. And as I'm blending it, I can see that it's covering all my discoloration, so I actually really like that about it. So this is the shade. What shade is this? This is matte beige 7. So this actually really suits my skin tone really well, and I like that it doesn't make my skin look white or too dark. I think that it just blends really well into my skin, this color. I'm actually really like the consistency of this. It just covers really well and it has a nice finish on my skin. I'm just gonna apply some more on my forehead and probably do another layer, and we'll see how it will look on my skin and what effect it will give. So let's just do that. Now I'm just gonna try a sponge to apply this on my forehead, and I'm gonna do another layer using a sponge. So just applying a little bit of this. So this actually has a lot inside. It has 1.3 fluid ounce, so it actually has a lot, and it feels heavy. So it feels like it's full up to the top. That is great. So now I'm just going to apply more on my forehead. I'm just gonna blend with a sponge. So it seems to be blending well. I don't see any creasing or patchiness. It looks even as I'm applying it. So I tried a lot of foundations. Some foundations don't work for a sponge. This one works well with a sponge or a brush. Okay, so that was very fast and easy. And now I'm just gonna do another layer using a sponge, and I'll tell you guys my thoughts about it. So I actually just use a pea-size amount on my fingertip, and I'll just apply everything on my cheeks and then just blend everything. It's actually very full coverage, I would say. It really covered everything, my discoloration, and I'm probably going to order one more shade lighter than my skin tone. Blend in this with my sponge again. Apply my concealer and do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished applying the rest of my makeup, and I just set my foundation with my Me Now Luxury Powder Banana, and I applied the, what's this, Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Sand, and I really like how everything else sit on top of this foundation. Everything else blended well with this foundation. I think that not a lot of foundations work well with other products. Like if the foundation sets super quickly and it dries like paint, sometimes your concealer doesn't blend well on your under eye area. So that is my initial thoughts. So let's now talk about the coverage. I think that this medium to full coverage, it really covered all of my discoloration on my skin. And if you guys want to have veins showing through on my skin, it covered that perfectly. And what else can I say? So my skin looks even right now, and the shade Beige 7 is actually very slightly darker than my skin tone, but it's okay because I highlighted my face using my Maybelline Fit Me, and I just applied that on the bridge of my nose, my under eye area. So that actually brightened up my skin a little bit more. So if I'm just going to use this alone, it's going to make my skin look dull. It really matches my neck. But if I'm just going to use this alone, my skin will look dark because this one really oxidized on my skin. So it really helps to have a lighter concealer. So it just depends on what foundation you're using, but mostly with other brands, I always use a highlighting concealer. I think that this foundation is great for every day because it's very easy to blend. You can use your brush, your synthetic brush for this. You can use a kabuki synthetic brush like this. It's very perfect for blending this foundation, and I think it will work well for paddle brushes as well. So if you have a foundation brush, that will work well, but I don't really recommend foundation brushes like this because I think that it doesn't really buff your foundation into your skin. I really like using brushes like this for buffing in the foundation. So I recommend a flat top synthetic brush like this. So this is included in one of my bamboo brush sets, and this one is super soft. And you can also use, of course, a damp sponge to apply this foundation, and it works amazingly. Even though it has full coverage, it still looks natural on my skin. I can imagine using this every day because it doesn't look heavy. I mean, it looks natural. It makes my skin look really even. So my skin looks really healthy right now. It's the brush and the sponge, it doesn't look patchy at all. So that's a good thing about it. And I really like the finish of this. I actually really do like this foundation. I think this foundation is perfect for girls with oily skin because it says here it's oil-free. I would definitely recommend this foundation because it's very affordable. I mean, you can just test it out. If you don't like it, just give it to a friend because I think that it's really worth trying. I think that this will... It doesn't sit on top of my pores, and my skin just looks healthy. It doesn't look dull, it doesn't look dry. So I think it's one of those matte foundations that... It's one of those matte foundations that has a moisturizing effect. And I'm sorry if you can hear a puppy. We just bought a new puppy and it's outside. It's going crazy, I think. And I think it's hungry. Is it hungry? Okay. So if you guys are interested in this foundation, I'll just put the link in the description box down below, and everything, the price and the seller information will be in the description box as always. So that's it for my review of the Miss Rose Matte Wear Liquid Foundation in the shade Matte Beige 7. And if you guys have any products in mind that you want me to review, let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll definitely do a review on that. and I love it when you guys recommend products for me to review. It just really helps me know what products you guys are interested in. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so that your phones will be updated whenever I upload a new video, and I'll see you guys again next time.